How are you? Uh, it's the question that starts everything. Job interviews, first dates, awkward elevator rides, your landlord who definitely knows you have a cat. And what's the answer? The one, single, universal password that gets you through the door of social interaction? I'm fine. It's brilliant, isn't it? 4 letters, 1 syllable. It says everything and absolutely nothing. We all use it. Your grandma uses it. The king probably uses it. I'm fine. It's the most accepted lie in the English language. The human equivalent of a loading screen, holding space while a million things frantically try to load in the background. But what if that fine you're hearing is actually a code? A complex system we all use without ever getting the decoder ring. We're all speaking in code, hoping someone, somewhere, will figure it out without us having to actually spell it out. Because spelling it out is messy, it's complicated, and frankly, who has the time? So we just stick with the simple, clean, easy to digest, I'm fine. So, the next time you ask someone how they are, and they give you that quick breezy, I'm fine, I want you to pause. Just for a second. Because behind that simple phrase is a whole world of meaning. It's a story of exhaustion, of quiet struggle, of trying to hold it all together with duct tape and a prayer. Today, we're going to translate it. We're going to break the code. Because understanding what I'm fine really means might just be the key to understanding each other and ourselves a little bit better. Are you ready to find out what's really going on? Let's be honest, saying I'm fine is a performance. It's a one-act play we put on for the world, and sometimes, for ourselves. The curtain goes up the moment someone asks, "How's it going?" You straighten your posture. You arrange your face into something resembling pleasantness. You deliver your line. You wait for the scene to end. It's method acting, really. You have to truly believe, just for that moment, that you are, in fact, fine. You ignore the mental to-do list, scrolling like movie credits. You push down anxiety, bubbling like a forgotten pot on the stove. You're an Oscar-worthy actor in the production of Everything is Totally Under Control. This performance is especially crucial in a professional setting. Your boss at the coffee machine isn't asking for your existential details. He's performing a social ritual, and you are expected to perform it back.
Well, Brenda, I'm emotionally spiraling. I can't find a matching pair of socks. And my ficus plant is judging me.
Is simply not in the script.
I'm fine, thanks. Just grabbing a coffee.
The performance is not just for others. It's to convince ourselves. It's like whistling past a graveyard. Say I'm fine enough times with conviction, maybe it will stick. It's a mantra to ward off chaos. You're standing in a room that's on fire, calmly telling yourself, this is fine. The smoke adds a certain ambiance. We become directors of our internal monologue, shouting cut at negative thoughts. We try to manifest a state miles from our reality. But every performance ends. The mask gets heavy. The smile becomes a cramp. The energy to uphold the facade outweighs the energy to be honest. The performance becomes draining, a low hum that saps your resources. It's the difference between effortlessly floating and treading water with all your might. On the surface, it can look the same, but underneath you're kicking frantically to keep your head above waves. I'm fine is not a single statement. It's a phrase with 1,000 different translations. It's a linguistic Swiss Army knife. You can use it in almost any situation. But to really understand it, you need the unofficial dictionary. For example, when a friend asks how you are after a recent breakup and you say, I'm fine, the translation is often, I have cycled through 3 different genres of sad music. I ate an entire tub of ice cream with a fork. I'm wearing the same sweatpants I've had on for 3 days. Please do not press for details. 1 follow-up question, and the dam bursts. I'm fine at work, especially on a Friday afternoon. Translation. My brain has shut down for the week. 47 unread emails. My screen is a blur of spreadsheets. Ask me one more task and I'll start communicating in dolphin sounds. I am surviving, not thriving. Juggling kids, groceries, a phone call. I'm fine really means I haven't had a moment to myself since 2019. Context is everything. Tone is the key. A clipped short "I'm fine" often means I'm angry, back off. A long, drawn-out "I'm fine" means I'm so exhausted I could sleep on this floor. On the outside, I look normal. Inside, I'm at a quarter tank. By noon, running on fumes. They see me laugh and think the tank is full. They don't see that one outing might cost me the next 3 days. So I'm fine becomes a shield.
I'm fine, thanks. If you get it, subscribe and tell me what I'm fine really means to you.
There's always a moment. A moment when the performance of fine becomes unsustainable. The mask cracks. The curtain falls. The carefully constructed dam holding everything back finally breaks. It's never a big, dramatic event. It's usually something small, something insignificant. The single, small crack in a huge structure. For me, it was a jar of pickles. Yes, pickles. A project at work had gone sideways. I had a stupid argument with a friend. I was running on about 4 hours of sleep. All week, to anyone who asked, I was fine. Friday night, I got home completely drained. I just wanted to make a sandwich. I took out the bread, the cheese, the turkey, the jar of pickles. I grabbed the lid and twisted. Nothing. I twisted again, harder, knuckles white. Still nothing. I ran it under hot water. I tapped the lid on the counter. I even tried that trick with the rubber glove. The jar would not open. Standing alone in my kitchen, defeated by a pickle jar, the dam broke. I started to cry. Not a single tear. Ugly, full body, snot and hiccups crying. The pickles were just the catalyst. Each "I'm fine" was another drop behind the dam. The project was a bucketful. The argument was a flood. The lack of sleep a relentless rain. The pickle jar. The final tiny drop. The flood released everything I'd been suppressing. The collapse is often profoundly private. It happens when we're alone, the audience gone. The energy to perform is gone. Reality rushes in. Raw, unfiltered honesty with ourselves. It's awful, and it's also truth. You can no longer pretend. You're forced to admit you're not fine. After the flood, once waters recede, you can assess the damage and begin to rebuild. So why do we do it? Why do we insist on this performance, even when we're crumbling on the inside? It comes down to 2 main reasons: protecting our energy, avoiding unwanted pity. It's a powerful act of self-preservation. As we've discussed, explaining the real messy truth takes an enormous amount of energy. It requires vulnerability. It invites follow-up questions. And it often leads to a long, involved conversation that you simply don't have the capacity for. Saying "I'm fine" is like an office-closed sign on your emotional front door. It's dignity armor, polite, protective. And yes, a way to dodge pity when you don't have capacity. Sometimes we say it for them too. A small kindness, a social handshake. You've got your battles, I've got mine. Let's keep it light. But expectation versus reality? You're not a little tired. You're a zombie in business, casual, running on fumes, smiling through spreadsheets. From the outside, it looks smooth, like a swan gliding. Underneath, the feet are paddling like mad. That's the isolation of "I'm fine." Try fine 2.0. I'm hanging in there, getting by. Honestly, a bit overwhelmed today, so keeping it simple. These set honest expectations without oversharing. So, we've broken it down. Decoded the dictionary. Explored the energy illusion. Witnessed the moment the dam breaks. We've looked at why we do it, and how we can start to change it. After all of that, we come back to the big question I asked at the beginning. When we say "I'm fine," what are we really saying? What is the one, true, universal translation? The big reveal, the secret answer, is this. When I say "I'm fine," what I really mean is, I'm still trying. That's it. It's not about happiness or sadness, or success or failure. It's about effort. I'm fine means I'm still showing up. I'm still getting out of bed. I'm still answering emails. I'm still making sandwiches. I'm still trying to open stubborn pickle jars. It means I haven't given up. It means I am actively engaged in the process of holding myself together, even if it's with glue and tape. I'm fine is a quiet declaration of resilience, an acknowledgement of the daily effort it takes just to exist. It means, despite everything, I am still in the game. This experience isn't unique. It's a fundamental part of the human condition. So the next time you hear it, or say it, remember what it really means. It's a symbol of hidden strength. Let's be kinder to each other and ourselves. You don't have to solve the problem. You just have to acknowledge the effort. Because under the surface of that simple, everyday phrase lies a profound and universal truth about what it means to be human. Underneath it all, we're all just trying. And you know what? That's more than fine. So the next time someone says, "I'm fine," just know, there might be a whole story behind that one word. If this felt a little too accurate, hit like, subscribe, and tell me, what does "I'm fine" mean for you?